This is Greg Noyes of Pacific West Home Inspections. I'm doing a house in Winnetka this morning. It's Thursday, May 8th. In the very back of the house is the main disconnect for the power. You pull the breaker down, and it's a 70 amp breaker, and that shuts off all your power. And we're going to go to the right side of the house and show you how to turn off the gas. So when you move in, you'll have a seismic gas shutoff valve here. It's a little blue or red box. On a 5.4 earthquake, it'll automatically shut off. To manually shut off the gas, it's a valve down in here. It's a little hard to see today with all the vegetation. And it's a tang. It tangs up and down today. You turn it sideways, it will be shut off. You'll need a special wrench for that. And at the very front of the house, we have the main water shutoff valve, but I'm going to go over the water heater with you, starting from the very top. The vent pipe is too short. It should be 2 feet above the roof line. It's made from a product called Transite, and it's a cementatious with asbestos in it. And the manufacturer now requires a metal vent pipe. Your water heater is a General Electric 2005, 40 gallon. Typically they last 10 years, so you're getting at the end of its serviceable life. Looking inside here, this connection here is missing screws. You want to get 3 sheet metal screws here. The supply connectors need to be insulated. I'll pull the camera back, and you notice there's only one seismic strap. We'd like to see 2. The top one with 9 inches below or more below the top of the tank, and the bottom one you want it 4 inches or more above the gas control. So that needs an additional seismic strap will need to be installed. On your gas line coming in, we'd like to see another piece of pipe come down. It's called a sediment trap. And you can see all this debris and stuff. We like to see the water heaters elevated on a concrete pad 3 inches. And they put it on a wood pad, and you can see it's not elevated up to 3 inches. And the so that's what you have there. Our next thing we'll look at is the shut-off valve for the water. As I'm coming around to the front of the house, you can see the asphalt driveway is in disrepair, and it's actually too far gone to try to repair it. You can see a tree root here has come right out of the asphalt itself. So this needs to be taken out, and another type of, preferably a concrete or a concrete paver type of driveway should be installed. The front left of your garage is a water line coming up, and you can see this blue handle here. You turn the handle 90 degrees and that shuts off all the water. And the water line coming into the house does have a pressure regulator and a pressure relief valve as required. It's a 1-inch pipe from the street, and then they transition to a 3/4 into the house. And so the next thing we're going to do is set up, get a ladder, and climb the roof. The roof drainage system is integrated into the roof itself. So this is a downspout. You can see that they've had leakage here. And so there's the termite inspector will be checking for they'll probe the wood around the edge of the roof to make sure, the suffix, to make sure that there's no damage. But looking at that now, I can tell you it's already leaking. And let me bring the ladder back, and we'll climb the roof here. So the roof is, you can see the gutters. The edges here are full of debris. Now bring the camera around, you see the shiny areas at the edges of the roof. That's wear of the shingles, and this is the this downspout is full of debris, so it's not working today. So this is a maintenance issue. Every year, a couple times a year, you need to get up here and clean the stuff out. Otherwise, you're going to damage your. It's not going to drain properly. So we'll. It's a composition shingle roof. As we call this. At one time, it had a rock roof on it, and the rocks now are in your front yard as part of the landscaping. You see them down there, and so all the way around the roof, the gutter system. This edge is a raised edge, and you can see hasn't been cleaned in years. This is this dirt and rock from the shingles. The valley here, they've repaired it over time with black mastic, and you see the mastic up here. And then this is your AC condenser. And so I can just move it around. It's not anchored in, so you want to get it anchored. A maintenance thing. This is the AC line. It's supposed to be insulated. It's not insulated. And this is a. Let's see if we can get the date off this. And it's a 4-ton unit, and it's a 1991. So it's getting on to 20 some odd years, and typically it lasts 10 to 15 years. So today we'll run our test on it. So the tree came down over the weekend, and pulled your service cable down, and they put a new service cable in, and it's mounted on the solar anchor here, and they still have the rope there as a secondary device. So it's a 70 amp service. Our typical service a day minimal is 100 amp. This is your chimney. You can see cracks in the chimney cap, and it has a flat screen. What we'd like to see today is a raised spark arrestor, and it keeps the moisture out and keeps the sparks from flying out as well. It's a unlined chimney. There's no flues here. It's unlined, so we'd like to see them layered with plaster. We call it parging. I want to bring the camera around so you get a view of the roof. So the roof, from the way my estimate is probably about 10, 15 years old, 13 to 15 years old. And I want to bring the camera around, and you got some wear. Some of these shingles are past their life right now. The ridge cap is still in pretty good shape. Usually they go out at 10 years. And you see debris all through here. It needs to be swept on a regular basis. And these are vents right from your kitchen vent here. And that's an attic vent here. This is your furnace vent. And it's a transite pipe here as well. And you got a little bit of wear on your ridge caps here. So what I'm going to say is now, and you got a bundle of bad shingles here. This is wearing faster than the rest of them. So it's probably about 16 to 18 years old. And on the garage roof, you have what we call a low slope roof. And you can see it's a 90 weight cap sheet, and there's, if you look carefully, you see you've got air pockets. In the seams with air pockets, you'll have leaks in this area here. So this is this type of material typically lasts 12 to 15 years, and you can see that they've had to replace or repair the front section of the roof in the garage. And again, you got this, but you got a dead rat here, and plus you have to clean this scupper here, and that scupper is actually installed upside down, so that'll have to be cleaned once a year. The slope of the roof is a negative slope, so basically this roof is at its end of its serviceable life over the garage, and a telltale sign of future repairs is when they leave the can of tar, mastic tar, on the roof. That shows that they've had some ongoing problems with the roof. Now this is the vent for the water heater, and we mentioned earlier that we like to see the vent different type of material, metal material. They call it a B vent, double wall, and we like to see it 2 feet above the roof line. What happens here, the air will come and air off the roof. It's like a wing on an airplane. You get a vortex. So we like to see this vent higher than the vortex, so it'll be able to vent properly. Again, this is Greg Noyes of Pacific West Home Inspections, and today is May 8th, and I am in Winnetka, and I could be reached at 818-362-5578 or on the web www.ehomeinspector.com.